towards reward escapes your way, or I can use it towards product. Okay. But before we dive into the Viago points, let's go over here to take a look at travel. You heard Sean mention that we have three booking engines, and we do. I'm gonna walk you through the very first one, and then over time you'll see the other two. So the first one is our booking engine. A lot of times when you initially see our presentation, you see this thing called Pro Search. That's exactly what this is. But again, before I dive into this one, draw your attention over here to the far right one more time where it says My Reward Credits. You're gonna see that it says 1,230 points. What that tells you is that Janice R. Johnson used her membership. So that's why I call myself a Viago holic. I absolutely sleep, eat, breathe this stuff. So let's walk through the booking engine and what can happen here. Within the booking engine, you can book hotels, you can book cruises, whether that's ocean cruise, river cruise, sailboats, yachts, whatever the case may be. Every rental car that I rent now, I go through my membership. I check all three areas and then I settle on one within my membership. When I go to book a flight, I go and check all three areas. This is something that's very cool. It's almost like an Airbnb on steroids. You could book your own homes around the globe, United States and around the globe. Here's some amazing places that you can book. I'm just gonna peep at one real quick for you that's in Costa Rica. The only reason I'd like to show you that one because I went to Costa Rica earlier this year, had a blast. But look at what you could do with your membership in renting a home. So look at this. What's available? You have 4 bedroom sleeps 10. We're gonna just take a quick look at this one so you can see what this looks like. This is the home gallery for it. You guys, this is an amazing, amazing property. And what this is a part of your membership. How do you get access to it? You have to go to clubviago.com, click it, and just start looking around so that you can understand the benefits at your fingertips. Because when I tell you Club Viago membership has its privileges, it absolutely does. Okay. So we're going to shift gears one more time. I'm going to go back to the main component here because I want to keep moving here so that you can see a lot more that's a part of it. You also can book by weeks. You may say, well, Janice, I don't travel all the time or really not out of my city, maybe out of my state. Well, you can do what's called staycations up under activities. Up under activities, you could book by city. If you click on activities, and then you see this in one more location with under member deals, you can book and put your city. Like for example, we're all going to Phoenix in January. I'm already looking ahead what kind of discounts on local things that we can get, but this is also around the globe. Over here to the far right, if you click on lifestyle, if you drop down to transport and lounges, if you're interested in traveling by train or rail, whatever the case may be, you could highlight and put that in here. Now, the last thing I want to show you on this booking engine is up under support. If you are responsible, let's say for planning a wedding, you're responsible for a class reunion, family reunion, a big social event, it's a group trip, and you don't want to do all of the legwork, guess what? Our membership is designed to make it easy for you. So you click on support. Over here to the far left, you're going to see this thing says travel reservations. You can drop down to group travel request. And all you're going to do is provide our company with the information for this trip. They're going to already have your name populated. You're going to let them know where you want to go, the dates, the time frame that you're there, and oh, by the way, how many rooms that you need. You may need up to 25 rooms, whatever the case may be, however that trip is being planned. And then you're gonna let them know what type of trip is this, a business travel, it's a celebration. Heck, I just got a divorce. I'm throwing a big party. All my friends are coming with me to celebrate. Whatever it is, a reunion, like I said, class or family reunion, it doesn't matter. You may be doing a destination wedding and you want to take the relief, have relief, and somebody else doing the legwork. You could do that through this membership. So you guys take the time to go to clubviago.com and just look around and see what you have. Can go here before you go anywhere else. Okay. When you click on the logo to the far left, this takes you back to your homepage. Now we're following on the travel still. So we've talked about the booking engine. Now we're going to escapes your way. You heard Sean say once he went on the first escape his way, your way, he didn't want to travel any other way. That's exactly how I am. Escapes your way are incredible trips that are curated just for us, 4 and 5 star level. You don't have to do any thinking with it. You can go there, put up wallets, put up purses, whatever the case may be, because everything 9 times 10 is taken care of you. taken care for you. You could book in Africa. You could book in Europe, Asia, South Pacific, the Middle East, Mexico, and the Caribbean, Central and South America, and also North America. So let me show you one. Actually, I'm going to show you two because he referenced another effort that we have within this Ultimate Lifestyle Club that's absolutely incredible. So here's several trips right here. Each page holds about four different trips or escapes your way, travel, vacation. And look at this, we have 13 pages of vacations that are available to you. Okay. Once you go in here and determine where you want to go, you look at the details to build out that trip. So, what I'm going to do is go to the very last one because one of my favorite ones that's to Phuket, Thailand, that several members probably on this call have already been to or planning to go. This is to Phuket, Thailand, you guys. Believe it or not, for 5 days, 4 nights, your price point per person double occupancy is only $399. $399 to go to Phuket, Thailand. So let's take a look at what does this mean. And I have to be honest with you, when friends started talking about this, we went actually 2 years ago, a part of another travel company. We went here and we saw the exact same. When I tell you it looked immaculate, it looked just like this because I was a little concerned for $399 for 5 days, 4 nights, but we got more than our money's worth. It's always going to tell you within and escape your way what is required, what is the minimum group size. It's going to provide a number here. So for this trip, the minimum group size is 6 people, not 6 rooms, but 6 people. Keep that in mind. What's great about Escapes Your Way is always going to provide to you what's involved, and also it's going to be a built-in itinerary. You remember, you don't have to do the legwork. This is that VIP treatment. And on this trip, accommodations, transportation, someone's waiting for you at the airport with a sign with your name or your group's name on it to take you and shuttle you over to the resort. All your food and drinks are included. And then look at this, you guys. These are all of the excursions that are involved. And guess what? You're not figuring out how am I going to get back and forth from the excursion? Do we have to get an Uber? Do we have to get a Lyft? No, the transportation is already taken care of. And oh, by the way, each person gets a 60-minute Royal Thai massage on this vacation for only $399 per person, double occupancy. And here's the itinerary. Absolutely incredible. Remember, I say you don't have to do the legwork. The only thing you do on top of this is purchase your airfare to get here. So when I tell you membership in Club Viago has its privileges, it absolutely does. So that's escapes your way. You have a big window of time that you can go and take a trip. And these trips are curated for you 4 and 5 star level. But we also have this thing called reward escapes. Because remember, we get Viago points. Viago points can be applied to the reward escape. So the difference between a reward escape and an escape your way is that escapes your way has specified time frames that you're going to go. The dates for the trip is already set up. So I'm going to just scroll down. That's already sold out. I love when I see sold out. Here's one that you could book now, but we're going to go just a little bit farther down here. I saw a couple of people say they want to go to Dubai. I know some people call it Dubai, but it is really Dubai. Once you go for the first time, you're like, oh, okay, we get it. Understand. We always try to change up how we say stuff. But at the end of the day, this is a reward escape planned for the end of this month, October 26th to 31st, 6 days, 5 nights, $737.50 per person, double occupancy. That's if you don't have any Viago points. But if you have Viago points, guess what? You can apply
Huh?
100 of your Viago points. That drops your trip. Look at this, you guys, down to
What big one?
$587.50. Now, you want to know more about that property? What do you go over here? Click on book now. When you click on book now, you're not booking it now. You're just going to look at what's included, what is the itinerary, because again, reward escapes are similar to your escapes your way. And it's going to show you everything is included here. They're even taking you over to Abu Dhabi to look at some things. It'll also let you know what's not included. But again, just like escapes your way, let me drop down a little farther. I want you to see that there's an itinerary already in place where you don't have to think about anything. Now, if you want to do other things while they're there, while you're there, can you? Absolutely. It's your vacation. And I recommend if you go, there's a beautiful, nice, if you're into jazz club in this 5 star property. Quincy Jones' son owns, absolutely top notch, you guys. But these are the experiences that we have at our fingertips just because of this membership. So the next area under travel is reward escapes your way. And this is something that's brand new. We've had this about 30 days as a part of our membership. The difference between a reward escape and a reward escape your way is you get to customize the trip. You get to select the hotel that you want to go to, whether it's a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. And here are the packages that we have available for you. You can look at this a lot to Malaysia. We have, oh man, it just gets amazing, more and more China. You just name it. But let's just take a look at one because I want you to see what I'm referring to. Let's click on this one. And again, just like Escapes Your Way, Reward Escapes is going to provide you what's included. And it just went away. What just happened? Bear with me. Here we go. Let me look at the details again. There we go. That should take me to it. So it's going to provide you the details of what's included on this trip. This is a 9 days, 8 nights, you all. $839.75 per person, double occupancy. The only thing you're adding on top of there is your airfare. And where will you book your airfare? Through your membership. You have 3 different booking engines that you could do that with. So what I'm gonna do, because you've seen some of this other information, everything's included. Someone's actually picking you up from the airport, but I want to just show you the difference for this one. When we say you could customize it, there's your itinerary. Everything is taken care of. You don't have to think about it. But then this is how you get to cut. Somehow I got muted. Sorry about that. Don't know what just happened, you guys. All right. So hopefully you can still hear me. So that is your reward escapes your way. The last area under travel is getaways. Now, getaways are very special because this you get a getaway voucher that you could activate and use in 4 different ways when you are part of our loyalty program. That means you're a Club Viago Plus member or better. You've maintained your membership 12 consecutive months. On the 13th month, we have a subsidiary company that will provide you with a voucher that you can use in 4 different ways. But before we dive into those 4 different ways, draw your attention over to the top right. You always want to know, how many vouchers do I have? So this is saying Janice R. Johnson has 3 getaway vouchers. So I can go on a couple of different trips anywhere I want to. So one of the first ones that you can go on is a cruise for 5 days, 4 nights. That's for 2 people. And you have up to 24 months once you activate your voucher to book it. But then you have 3 other ways that you could use it as well. It's going to be to Mexico, for 5 days, 4 nights, and also the Caribbean. We have pre-selected areas that you can go to. The two that areas that I really like, and I'm gonna dive in a little bit more for you, is the Dine and Stay Unlimited, and then the 8 day, 7 night stay. So let's take a look at the Dine and Stay Unlimited. So what does this mean to you? I get to dine and stay unlimited in Europe for a full year. Once you activate your voucher, you could go back and forth as many times to Europe you want, or you could country hop while you're already there. So for this exercise, the only thing that we're going to do is look at the live inventory. But if you were ready to book, you're going to excuse me, select choose dine and stay unlimited voucher. But for now, look at all the options. In addition to this, I know Portugal is not a part of Europe, but we've added Portugal and also the DR. So we're going to click on see live inventory. The next screen that comes up, you're going to click on live inventory one more time. Click here, and then you're going to have 2 options. You're going to have the sign in or activate. When you see activate, that means you're almost ready to start booking your trip. And something just changed, but we're going to just keep going. We're going to just keep going because we're in dine and stay. That's right. I'm sorry. I do this so many times, I get too excited about it. But for this part, you're directly into dine and stay unlimited. So it's just going to show you all of the areas that you can go. But how do you select or determine where you want to go? You could do a couple of different ways. You could go up on the destinations, where it's going to show you each country that we have access to in Europe. Is going to provide the name like Austria, and in parentheses, what are the total number of options that you have to stay. Now, what I would like to do is show you the second option. The second option is by a travel theme. That means you're going either, let's say you're a big sporting person, you want a spa, you may want to click here, or you may be a gourmet foodie kind of person like me, or you say, I want to stay just somewhere 100% luxury. You got here, you got various different options. But for this exercise, let's go and click on Portugal because this has just blown me away. The access that we have because of this membership. Can you imagine activating a voucher one time for $99 to go to Europe as many times as you want, and you can go and stay in a palace? Yes, this is a palace in Portugal. So how does this work? Remember, I said dine and stay unlimited. Your dine is you are responsible. It's a mandatory breakfast and dinner that you're required to pay each day that you're there. You can stay anywhere from one night or up to 6 nights at any of these properties. But guess what? You're not paying for. You're not paying for the lodging. That's a part of the thank you for maintaining your membership 12 consecutive months. And every 12 months, you're going to get another voucher on that 13th month that you can just go travel the world any way you want. So once you understand what your requirement is for the breakfast and dinner, which is $125 euro each day, you want to make sure this is the kind of property that meets your standards when you're traveling. So you just go up here and look at the pictures, and if this matches what you want and your expectations, go ahead and book it. So that's one of the other options for your voucher. The next one that we're going to look at is going to be, excuse me, I think I'm going to cheat just a little bit by putting in clubviago.com one more time just to go back to the main page for getaway so I don't waste too much time. I'm on the clock and I want to make sure we get all of this amazing information about this Ultimate Lifestyle Club to you. So under getaways, we're going to look at the fourth option of way that you can use this. This is the 8 day, 7 night. What I love about the 8 day, 7 night option, you can actually use it as a staycation if you want to. I've been considering, since I have three, maybe using one of them to stay just locally in Atlanta, Georgia. And we may just do that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you go here, you click on read more. And once you're here, and this is when I was kind of got a little forward on a moment ago, the getaways, this is when I tell you it's difficult to figure out where you want to go because you have so many options. So here are all the countries, the places that you can go and you can use this voucher. You see live 7 night stay inventory again. If and when you're ready to book your book over here, you go activate your voucher, and then we're going to walk through this real quick. So let's take a quick look at our live inventory. Once the next screen comes up, this is where you will hit again live inventory. And then the next one is where we're going to click on sign in or activate. So you'll click up here. And the difference between sign in and activate is you've activate your voucher, you received your activation code. That means you're ready to go book a trip. We're not ready to book a trip. We're just in, let's go be nosy. Let's look out there what's available. So we're going to focus in on sign inside. So you probably say, well, where, Janice, do I get the information for here? It's under learn more. So to get the information to sign in to look at live inventory, you're going to click on learn more. Once it learn more, look at the middle of the screen where it says to preview 7 night stay getaway availability. In the middle of the screen is going to give you a special email address and a password. Because I've done this a few times, all I need to do is copy and paste the password in up here and then go from there. Once I click on sign in, you're going to see a quick error message. I know the company is still working on this and that will go away, but you just click on it. It's not going to bother you. Once on the screen, you're going to go to Explore Resorts. To see what's available at your fingertips, you go to Explore Resorts. Once here, you're going to select your benefit, select 7 night getaway, preview, apply that benefit. And guys, I know I'm running this pretty fast, but the intent is to give you an overview of what you have at your fingertips so that your savings outweigh your monthly maintenance of your membership. Okay. So now we're going to select on do the drop down for destination. You guys, this is when it just gets crazy. These are all the different places that we could go to if we want to because we have a voucher. Let's look at the Caribbean since we just kind of talked about Europe a moment ago. Let's say your heart is set on going to Aruba, but if the sky's the limit, let's not click on everything. Let's just show you an example of how this works. Now, you may have seen Puerto Rico over here somewhere, and I know that's not a part of the Caribbean. Just work with us, stay with it. So I'm gonna put in some dates here. I'm gonna put in tomorrow out to November 12th, about 30 days. Now, I recommend you don't change any of this information because once you click on find search results, it's going to pull back, our system will pull back everything that's available. Now, before you get excited and start diving in and searching, what I recommend you do, click on the words lowest price because we're looking for two magical words, no charge, no additional charge. I've already activated a voucher for $99. Let's really take full advantage of this membership. So let me show you how this reads. It's going to provide you the name of the property, the location. This is in the Bahamas. It's telling me that this is 4 keys, and it's going to tell me the unit availability and the price in USD. So this unit has a 1 bedroom that sleeps four. It has a full kitchen. It's going to provide me the dates, no charge. But maybe I want to take more people with me because remember, this is an 8 day, 7 night. I could take anywhere between 2 to 8 people with me. All the other options is you plus one person. So I can get a 3 bedroom that sleeps eight, has a full kitchen during these dates, no additional charge. If you guys can find that in any other company, let me know. I bet you won't, but I'll wait. So let's keep moving on. The next area I want to move on to, we're going to go over to savings. This is all getaways. I just want to show you one. I'm type in clubviago.com again, just for the sake of time, instead of backtracking here. We're going on the shop. So what we've covered so far is one of three booking engines: your escapes your way, reward escapes, and how you use Viago points, reward escapes your way, how you can customize the trip, and getaways if you're a part of the club Viago Plus or better. But keep in mind, you can always upgrade to this. Okay. Now we're going to go to shop, and this is one of my favorite. I call myself the member deals queen because we have gotten so many amazing deals. It's just been incredible. But before I go into those deals, I want to show you the second place that you could book travel within your membership. That's over here to the far left. The reason I like the one here under member deals is because of the three, this is the only one that allows you to package and save. Okay, that means I could put in hotel flight together, hotel flight, rental car. It doesn't matter. But just for this exercise, let's put in hotel and flight together. We're going to go from the ATL, because that's where I am. We're going to leave out of Hartsfield, Jackson. And we're going to go to, let's go to Montego Bay. People know that's on my list for next year. We're going to look at this and go in February, maybe bring in Valentine's over there. uh 8 days, 7 nights. There we go. And we're gonna click on search package. So our company is gonna go and find the best of the best for us. But what's great about this, you can filter on it and say, well, I only want to stay at 4 star or better. Or if you know a property that's in Montego Bay that you would like to specifically stay at, you can also put in that information as well. But as soon as the results come up, I'm gonna walk you through what does this look like, okay? Now, before we go on, I want to change it to hotel star level four and better. And if you had a property that you stayed at or you've heard about, you can put that information here. Okay. So let's take a look at this one, the secrets. St. James, Montego Bay, here in the middle of the screen. This is a 5 star property. You guys, for 8 days, 7 nights, for $2,425 per person, we could be here. And that price point includes your hotel, flight, taxes, and fees. And it's showing you because of your membership, you're saving $822. This is a trip under $5,000 and includes everything at a 5 star property. So you guys, membership in Club Viago has its privileges. The only way you're going to know about that if you take the time and go look around on the site and just play around with it and figure out what is it out here, what else can I be doing with my membership, okay? So that's travel. Now we're going to walk through the panel up top here and just talk a few things here. We have access to the best of the best theme parks and attractions around the globe. I've used this a couple of times. We went to Orlando last year. We got our Universal Studio tickets through here. We have the Georgia Aquarium here in Atlanta. The advantage of having this membership is if I book if I book Georgia Aquarium, let's say I want to go Monday. I'm not feeling well on Monday. If I go out there to the georgiaaquarium.com site, I lose my money. But if I book it through this membership, I have up to 6 months to go whenever I want. So when I tell you we have the deal, we have the deal. If you believe we have the deal, you guys put deal in the chat for me. We also have hotels that you can get some great deals on. Rent a car, every rent a car I get. We were just in Columbus, Ohio. I rented my car through my membership. You have various water parks you can go to. There are movie tickets that you can get. Now, I am an AMC person. If you are not, it's okay. We have Regal, we got Cinemark, Showcase, a lot of other ones on here, but I tend to like this one because it gives you a great combo pack. This combo pack is amazing. You have combo pack that's a AMC Black, an AMC Yellow, AMC Black. Let me show you. AMC Black, what that means is you can go to any AMC theater in the continental USA and get two tickets, two drinks, and a bag of popcorn for $32.95. And guess what? When you purchase this, it never expires. So again, membership in Club Viago has its privileges, but we also have a yellow one because you say, I don't want to spend over 30 bucks. Okay, 29.95. You get the same thing, two tickets, two drinks, and a bag of popcorn. The only difference with the yellow is you can't use it in New York, New Jersey, and California. So I'm good in Georgia. Okay. So, I've bought several of these and just go at the drop of the dime. Now, you can also go by choose a city because I do understand everybody didn't like to travel all the time. You like to do a staycation, or if you have family and friends coming to visit, why not look ahead and see what you could do and take the family out while they're visiting? Or if you're going to a place like Phoenix, Arizona in January, look ahead and see, hey, are there some extra things that we could do when we get there? Absolutely. There are a few things that we could do in advance, but this is what your membership does. But not only for the United States, this is international. When we went to Dubai last year, we looked around, and even though we had a full schedule, we wanted to know what else could we do. The shopping deals, this is where it gets crazy, you guys. This is why I am, in my mind, member deals queen. We have gotten so many deals, it's incredible we've done and had a great time. I can't go into all of them, but I'm gonna share with you one deal that we absolutely just did 2 weeks ago. I was with my insurance company for over 30 years. Over 30 years. I finally left them to change my auto and my home insurance. I've saved with my auto $77 a month because of this membership. Just because of this membership, my home insurance, now I've saved $1,500, and I used by going through Farmers Insurance Choice. They go and search for you the best of the best deals. So I'm about to wrap it up for you. Just one last thing before I close out, and that's the Benefit Hub. I want you to make sure you understood where your third place was to book your travel, and that's right here under the Benefit Hub. When you go there for the very first time, you have to create an account. I recommend you use your same credential you use for Club Viago, and you use it there. So you guys, that's about my time. I appreciate you joining and listening in to this part. The next segment, I'm gonna hand it back over to Sean. He's gonna walk you through the fast start and how you get started right when you get a membership or membership in the business. So you guys, thank you so much for joining. Sean, back over to you.